Have you ever wondered if there exists a silent force powerful enough to subdue even the most prideful egos without uttering a single word? Can your silence convey a message deeper than any criticism or argument? Today, we will explore the extraordinary power of silence from the perspective of Stoic philosophy and how you can use it as a tool to deal with inflated egos, protect yourself, and regain control in your relationships. This is not about playing mind games or engaging in passive aggression. It's a journey inward, tapping into your inner strength so that you can step back, remain calm, and let silence speak for you. Marcus Aurelius, a great Stoic philosopher, once said, "The best answer to anger is silence." Imagine the power you hold when you refuse to be swept up in chaos, when you choose not to be affected by the drama around you. It is as if you stand firm at the eye of a storm, serene and unmoved, while the world around you spins out of control. Your silence becomes a mirror reflecting their deepest insecurities, forcing them to confront the cracks in their proud facade. Think about a relationship that is fading, where ego and pride have overshadowed love and connection. The warmth that once nourished the bond is now replaced by misunderstandings and unspoken words. You have tried to mend the gap, but every effort seems like a drop in the ocean. But what if you stop trying? What if you step back and let silence speak for you? Before we delve into the strategies and principles to help you master the power of silence, I have a small challenge for you. If you're ready to harness this power and turn it to your advantage, leave a comment below with the words, "Silence is the sharpest weapon." This is not just a statement. It is a powerful commitment that you will rise above the noise and let your silence be louder than any words. Show me how many of us are willing to walk this path and reach for true inner strength. Are you ready, my fellow Stoics? Let us begin. The first secret I want to reveal is that when someone starts to wonder about you, their level of interest in you will double. Do you know what makes you so attractive in that situation? It's silence. Silence creates a veil of mystery, making them constantly question and think about you. But we'll discuss this in more detail later. First, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Now let's get straight to the point. The key is this. When you stay silent, not revealing your next move, not exposing too much about your life, they will start to feel curious, eager to learn more. They are forced to guess and imagine your thoughts and feelings. And guess what happens? The attraction they feel towards you grows stronger. Never let yourself become too clear or predictable to others. Make them wait. Let them wonder about you between meetings, between contacts. You don't have to call or text constantly. Just send one message. And when they reply, respond calmly. Just enough. If they send 2 messages, you only need to respond to 1. Never be too quick to answer or show too much interest. Maintaining a reasonable distance makes you mysterious and hard to grasp. This will make them wonder, why does he take so long to reply to my messages? Or why do I see him show up somewhere but haven't met him in real life for 2 months? These questions keep swirling in their minds. What are you doing? Are you seeing someone else? Did they make a mistake by letting you go? These very questions create a space in their minds where curiosity and the desire to understand you grow continuously. They can't stop thinking about you. You occupy a part of their thoughts, but this only happens when you know how to control your silence and mystery. Thinking in a Stoic way can help you maintain this balance. Stoicism teaches us that not everything needs immediate attention or response. The important thing is to maintain self-control, not let emotions dictate, and not seek validation from others. In doing so, you not only master your life, but also create an attraction from your calmness and steadfastness. Silence isn't indifference. It's a way to show confidence, self-control, and to not be swayed by things beyond your control. You make them think, feel, and ultimately want to get closer to you. And this is how to maintain a relationship that is always fresh, engaging, where you not only keep their trust but also keep them eager, curious, and drawn to your enigmatic presence. Step 2. After maintaining silence is to focus on one single thing, becoming the best version of yourself. Why is this so important? Why does becoming the best version of yourself matter so much? It doesn't solve every problem, but it addresses most of the challenges you face in life. When you improve yourself, the only result you achieve is positive. Think about it. If you constantly work on self-improvement, you have less time to drown in negative emotions like, "I miss them so much," or other excessive reactions. Instead, you focus on long-term goals, creating value for yourself and for life. One of the core principles of Stoicism is to focus on what is within your control and not to be concerned with what lies beyond it. You cannot control how others feel or react to you, but you can control how you develop yourself, how you learn, and how you grow. By focusing on becoming the best version of yourself, you are no longer influenced by things outside of your control. You become more independent and resilient in the face of adversity. Imagine you are working toward your goals and passions. You invest time in learning, developing skills, and advancing your career. In doing so, you no longer have time to sit around waiting or worrying about unimportant matters. For example, if someone messages you, you won't feel the need to reply immediately, within seconds. You don't need to respond within milliseconds as if you're desperately waiting. Instead, you respond when it's appropriate, when you feel you have the time and space to do so calmly and confidently. Focusing on yourself in this way brings many other benefits. When you are busy with personal goals and projects, you don't have time to check your phone every 5 minutes to see if they have replied. Your silence is not a psychological tactic to manipulate someone else's emotions. It is a natural result of living your own life and dedicating your energy to what truly matters to you. At this point, you might ask, what happens when I focus on self-improvement? When you work hard, develop new skills, and achieve bigger goals, you will notice significant changes in your life. You might earn more money, open up new opportunities, and have the ability to create memorable experiences for yourself and those around you. You become someone others want to be around, not because you try to attract them, but because they sense the confidence, independence, and appeal that come from continuous self-improvement. Take a practical example. Suppose you are pursuing a personal business project or learning a new language, investing time in it every day. When you work hard and achieve accomplishments, you not only grow personally, but also gain strengths that others admire and respect. In that case, if someone you care about sees you succeeding, they won't just wonder what you are doing. They will also wonder why you are no longer giving them as much time as before. Their curiosity and desire to understand you will increase. Moreover, when you focus on self-development, you become a more attractive choice in others' eyes. This is something Stoics always emphasize, becoming a self-reliant person, unaffected by external circumstances. When you build a meaningful life for yourself, you don't need validation from others, and this inadvertently makes you more compelling. People will realize that you don't need them to feel happy or fulfilled, creating a strong allure, as humans are often drawn to those who are confident and do not depend on others to define their worth. Remember, When you achieve great things for yourself, you also have the capacity to create new and exciting experiences. You can invite others to join activities you never considered before, as now you have the financial means, time, and confidence to do so. As you elevate your value, you also increase the value of any relationship you might build. Throughout this process, never forget that you don't need to rush. A Stoic man knows how to be patient and understands that greatness doesn't come from random events, but is the result of perseverance, determination, and discipline. If someone comes back to you or starts paying more attention, treat them with respect, but without haste. You understand that your value doesn't come from their acceptance or rejection, but from the person you strive to become every day. Even if your heart breaks or you feel rejected, see it as motivation to become even greater. A broken heart can be the strongest driving force to step out of your comfort zone, to do things you never dared to do before. When you turn pain into motivation, you not only heal yourself, but also grow significantly. You become the person they know would be an excellent choice if they ever have the chance to return. So you see, to become the person others prioritize, you must know how to use your silence. That silence isn't meant to manipulate or confuse, but to create space for both of you to discover each other's true value. When you occupy their thoughts without doing anything overly special, they will want to reach out to you, to answer their questions, to satisfy their curiosity and desire to understand you more deeply. The third step. One of the most powerful things you can do in a relationship, whether with your spouse, partner, or a close friend, is to remain calm when the other person expects you to react chaotically. This is not just a skill, but a hidden strength that can completely change the dynamics of any tense situation. Imagine this. Tensions are high, emotions are running wild, and your partner is waiting for you to explode, argue, or lose control. But instead of reacting in the way they are mentally prepared for, you choose to stay calm, composed, and unshaken. This unexpected response can completely disorient them and alter the entire course of the situation, even diffusing the existing tension. Consider a specific situation in a romantic relationship. You and your partner frequently argue over small issues, and these arguments quickly escalate into major conflicts. Your partner knows your weak points and often uses them to provoke anger or an emotional reaction from you. For instance, after a long, exhausting day at work, you come home and your partner begins to criticize or complain about something you forgot to do or not spending enough time with them. In the past, these criticisms would easily make you angry, and the conversation would quickly turn into a heated argument. But what if, instead of reacting as they expect, you choose a different approach? You don't rush to respond or justify yourself. Instead, you remain calm, take a deep breath, and carefully listen to what they have to say. You don't get swept away by the storm of emotions. Instead, you calmly reply, "I understand you're upset, and I want to hear what you have to say. But let's discuss this when we're both calmer." This calmness not only has an unexpected effect on someone who's preparing for a fight, but can also defuse the situation, making the other person pause and reflect on their own reaction. Think of it as pouring water on a fire. Your partner is used to seeing you add fuel to the fire every time an argument arises, but now you're doing the opposite. You're not providing the fuel to keep the fire burning. Instead, you're choosing to calm it down. This will leave them feeling disoriented. When someone expects you to lose control but you remain calm and composed, they will start to wonder what to do next. They cannot continue the battle if only one side is fighting. This response not only changes the immediate situation, but also has a deeper psychological impact. By demonstrating calmness and unshakable composure, You send a powerful message that you are not easily swayed by negative emotions and that you possess a high level of self-control. This increases the respect your partner has for you because they realize that you are not controlled by your emotions, but instead have the ability to manage them. Another example can be seen clearly in the workplace environment. Suppose you have a colleague who regularly causes trouble or tries to provoke you in front of others. They hope to elicit an angry or dissatisfied reaction from you, one that might damage your reputation or make you look bad in front of others. But instead of reacting negatively, you choose to smile lightly, thank them for their input, and continue with your work. Not only do you maintain your calm, but you also show confidence and control over the situation. Your colleague will soon realize that their aggressive behavior is ineffective and may even reconsider how they interact with you. Staying calm also plays a crucial role in building trust. When you don't react chaotically, you create a safe environment for your partner where they can express their feelings without fear of judgment or hurt. This encourages them to be more open and improves communication within the relationship. Stoicism also teaches that maintaining calmness in difficult situations is the key to keeping a clear mind and avoiding being swept away by negative emotions. Epictetus, a famous Stoic philosopher, said, "We cannot control what happens, but we can control how we react to it." When you remain calm, you not only take control of the situation, but also protect your mental balance, avoiding unnecessary harm from conflicts. Step 4. A powerful strategy for effective communication is to provide short, clear answers, especially when emotions are running high or when the other person seems to be expecting a lengthy response from you. This approach is not a sign of coldness or indifference. On the contrary, it demonstrates directness and helps minimize misunderstandings while keeping the conversation on track. Imagine you are facing a tense situation in a relationship where your partner or close friend is trying to draw you into an argument. They may be looking for an emotional reaction from you, a long explanation, or a detailed debate. However, instead of getting carried away by the flow of emotions, you choose to respond briefly and calmly. "I understand that you are feeling angry. Let's address this when we are both calmer." By doing this, you acknowledge their feelings without getting caught up in an endless dialogue. This not only keeps the conversation focused, but also prevents it from escalating into something more intense than necessary. You do not ignore their emotions, but you also do not allow yourself to be overly influenced by them. This is a way to maintain control and composure, even when the situation becomes challenging. Providing short, clear answers is also particularly effective when dealing with sensitive topics. By being straightforward and focusing on the main issue, you reduce the likelihood of your words being misinterpreted or taken out of context. For example, when your partner questions you about a sensitive matter such as finances or the future of the relationship, instead of becoming flustered or drawing out your response, you might answer confidently and directly, "We need to consider our options carefully," or "I'm still thinking about it and would like us to discuss it further at another time." By giving short and clear answers, you send a message that you are confident in your stance and not easily swayed by emotional pressure. This shows that you are in control of the conversation and not letting emotions dictate your actions. The other person may not receive the reaction they were hoping for, which may cause them to adjust their approach. When you remain calm and clear, you create an environment where everyone feels safe and not pressured. Additionally, this approach helps save time and energy. Instead of spending hours arguing or explaining, you resolve the issue quickly and efficiently. This also minimizes the tension and discomfort that both parties might experience. You not only resolve the matter swiftly, but also maintain the relationship in its best state. Finally, an often overlooked but incredibly powerful strategy is to pause before responding. This is not indifference or cold silence, but a precious moment for you to breathe, find yourself again, and think more deeply about your response. Imagine you're in the middle of a romantic evening and your partner unexpectedly brings up a sensitive topic you've both been avoiding. Their words, whether intentional or not, make you feel hurt. A wave of anger rises within you, and your natural instinct is to respond immediately. You may feel the urge to say something to defend yourself or even to counterattack. But instead of letting emotions control you, you choose to pause. 1 second, 2 seconds, perhaps 5. In that moment, you take a deep breath, allowing yourself to settle and not rush into a reaction. This pause gives you time to control your emotions and think about what truly matters, your love for them, and what you want to achieve from this conversation. For instance, if your partner says, "I feel like you never really listen to me," instead of angrily snapping back, "I always listen to you," you might choose to pause, take a deep breath, and consider, why do they feel this way? Is there something in my communication that has made them feel overlooked? After that brief silence, you could respond calmly, "I'm sorry if you feel that way. I want to understand better what you're going through." Pausing before responding helps you maintain calmness and sends a powerful message that you are genuinely listening and valuing their feelings. It is an affirmation that you are present in the moment and willing to listen without judgment. That pause underscores the respect you have for your partner. It shows that you are not just reacting emotionally, but have the capacity to empathize and understand. Another example could be when you and your partner are debating your future together. A question like, "Why are you not ready to talk about marriage yet?" might strike a deep chord and trigger a defensive reaction. But instead of hastily responding with lengthy reasons or arguments to defend your stance, you pause. In that moment, you breathe and ask yourself, what is truly holding me back? You might choose to respond gently, "I want us to think a little more about this to ensure it's the right decision for both of us." Pausing before responding in love is also a way to demonstrate maturity. It shows that you are ready to move past impulsive, momentary emotions to preserve a deeper connection. It creates space for both of you to reconsider the issue more clearly so that fleeting emotions don't overshadow the genuine love you've built. When you practice this pause regularly, you will find that arguments become less tense and conversations become more sincere and productive. That pause is the time for your heart to align with your mind, a gentle reminder that love is not only about intense feelings, but also about patience and mutual understanding. In love, sometimes a moment of silence holds more power than 1,000 words. Thank you for watching this video until the end. Together we have explored the power of silence, a powerful tool used in Stoicism to rise above the noise and protect inner strength. Silence is not a sign of weakness or passivity, but rather a mark of confidence, self-control, and emotional intelligence. When you choose to remain silent instead of reacting in ways others expect, you not only take control of the situation, but also create space to discover your own value. Remember, your silence can speak louder than any words. It is the most powerful message you can send, a message of self-respect, peace, and confidence. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with those who might need to hear this. And don't forget to leave a comment with the phrase, "My silence is my strength," so we can build a stronger community together. where silence becomes the foundation for growth and change. Keep believing in yourself, and let your silence be your most powerful weapon. See you in the next videos, and remember, your calmness, silence, and presence are your greatest strengths. Never underestimate the power of silence. Thank you, and see you next time. You next.